On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, The God of High School, Episode 7, Anima Force. Wow, this series is stepping it up a notch. My god, today's episode is fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, I loved it so much. With Episode 6 introducing charyeok, the borrowing power, Episode 7 is showcasing it on several different levels. And my god, I can already see the unlimited potential. Now, last we left off, several giant revelations come to light. First and foremost, Mori's grandfather Tae-jin is a fucking beast, as we see him decimate a battalion of NOX infantry, altering the landscape with a single kick. With the battle nearing its end, we are once again bearing witness his mysterious power as the presumed leader of NOX summons a giant sword that pierces the sky, leaving us to wonder what has happened to Tae-jin. Although meanwhile, life goes on for our main trio as nationals are right around the corner, with Mori being recruited as a disciple of Bonchim, the divine doctor of the Six, a mysterious organization with ties to the God of High School tournament. Daewi is busy confronting Mujin, yes, another member of the Six, with questions and concerns regarding this battle royale. What exactly is the God of High School? What's the purpose and what is this mysterious power? And with this, we get our biggest piece of information. The God of High School is a proving grounds used to develop those individuals with high potentials, and the power you see is charyeok, a technique that is used to allow someone to borrow the power of the gods, demons, sacred beasts, and legendary heroes. With Mori dead set on getting stronger and Daewi trying to unravel the mystery of the God of High School, Mira seems to be at an impasse. With her determination waning, she receives help from the unlikely sources. Yes, the announcer, the Gurren Lagann One Piece inspired Shim Bong-sa, which reignites her passion and sets her down the appropriate track. But unfortunately for him, much like Tae-jin, the commissioners are on the hit list of NOX, and Bong-sa is the first to fall. But it seems he won't be the last, as we see the would-be assassin attack Commissioner Q. Pierced through the chest, all we're left to wonder is, have we witnessed another death? Now, starting out today's episode, we have just begun the nationals. Up first is our main trio representing Seoul versus, oh god, here we go, Chungcheong Bakdo? Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was hard. And in what can be considered as only one of the most hilarious upsets I have ever seen in any anime, Mori has fallen victim. Complete defeat at the hands of Naji Dong. But no, it wasn't because of his physical prowess or this mysterious use of charyeok. It was in fact Mori's own doing. Yes, under the tutelage of Bonchim, the divine doctor, Mori has begun learning acupuncture, and in an attempt to manipulate his pressure points to increase his level, the result was actually complete paralysis, and follow that up with a righteous Thrompen. Yeah, Mori has lost in the first round of nationals. Honestly, if you said you saw that coming, you're a fucking liar. But my god, does that make for a hilarious introduction. Now, before we get to the second round, Daewi versus Hongwang, we were finally given a glimpse of the fate of Commissioner Q, and it turns out, yeah, he's not dead. In fact, right now it looks like he's pretty pissed off, as he's just summoned Joker, as well as relieving this would-be assassin of one of his arms. But the most interesting aspect, which will be highlighted later on in the episode, is that his bracelets, the one that shows the current HP and level and the overall, the battle prowess of a fighter, seems to fall off, and the readings are quite interesting. His level is unknown, his HP is unknown, and his GP, which everything is completely off the charts. Meanwhile, the second round has gotten underway. We see a nice back and forth between our two contenders. Daewi obviously unleashing his force stance, with Hongwang having a working man style, as we see he really is just your average Joe, your blue-collared fighter, a 38-year-old high schooler. And I guess, unlike America, where it seems to be a mandatory requirement to go to high school, I'm assuming in Korea it's much like university, where there's an entrance exam and you can either decide to take it or not. But in turn, this leads to a great depiction of his character. As we see in the flashback, this man does not give up. He has great motivation, determination, and he believes in himself. And this actually inspires the red-haired woman to, keep going with their swordsplay. As we see, she's kind of hit a wall with it. With the battle raging on and no one giving in to defeat, Hongwang takes this opportunity to unleash his charyeok, yes, summoning Thor's hammer. But even with his borrowing power activated, it's not up to snuff when it comes to Daewi and his Azor dragon. As we see the move unleashed and Hongwang fall victim, Daewi has won the second round. And with that, once again, we cut back back to the battle between Q and his would-be assassin. And although he is getting in some devastating blows, including severing another arm, it seems all for naught, for this guy's charyeok ability summons some kind of sacred beast, which comes with it regeneration. But Q don't give a fuck as he goes in for another attack, looking to sever this dude in twain. He is stopped before he could unleash that devastating blow. Yes, more NOX has shown up, Priest Exley and Priest Saturn. And once again, we are witness to a bevy of new abilities. My God, how many borrowing powers can one have? Is it like an unlimited contract? You just have to make the contract? Does the power have to agree? And therefore, if like you're a good guy and everyone likes you, you can have unlimited fucking power. I don't fucking know, but we do see a showcase of new abilities, including Exley growing wings, spouting off about the power of Durandal, which I know is a legendary sword, much in the way of like Excalibur type shit. And then we have Saturn opens up this giant shadow in the ground. We see unleash these multiple fucking hands, like ReZero style type shit, eventually getting her grasps on Q. It looks like he's gonna be squeezed to death until, yes, Commissioner O shows up. And I gotta say, whew, shit is getting fucking intense. And just as he is leveling another 6-month fine on Q, we cut back to Nationals. My God, I mean, talk about a fucking whiplash I'm getting back and forth, back and forth. But I'm glad though, we finally have, you know, the potential rivalry I was talking about last episode with swordswoman versus swordswoman. We have Mira versus Jang Mi. And like I said, they set this character up for a potential rivalry, and their back and forth battle is pretty badass. I'm super excited watching it. We see some nice blows here and there, some give or take. Well, it kind of shows when it comes to swords play, Mira is just a step above. Not only getting in a few good blows, but also completely destroying Jang Mi's sword. Well, once again, when it comes to the Bakdo team, charyeok is their trump card as she unleashes Bastardo, bastard, and summons this giant fucking light sword. Yeah, that's pretty fucking badass. What can Mira do? I don't know, because it cuts back to the fucking battle between the priests and the commissioners. But I have to say, it does make it overly exciting. Like, now that O has showed up, he's taking on Saturn, and Saturn is fucking weird. I mean, not only does she have this laser pink teddy bear inducing kind of fucking Trigun looking cross rifle, her charyeok ability summons some kind of bondage woman as we see her wrapped in chains type shit, and then a multi-eyed creature that's supposed to about to like swallow up O, and then someone's a goddamn fucking dragon. Yeah, a giant fucking dragon that is so big it's wrapped around a goddamn skyscraper they're currently in. Like, what the fucking Christ? Like, what's going on? My God, talk about going from like summoning a Joker Harlequin type creature to a goddamn dragon. Pissed at this latest development though, Saturn goes on a cussing spree, and you guys think I cuss a lot? Like, the shit she was saying, I mean, they had to fucking censor 90% of the shit she said, and she did. I think she's flipping off. They pixelated that shit. Like, oh my God. But the back and forth is awesome. O takes one of the dragon's teeth and turns into like the flaming lance type shit. Like, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Exley and Q are going at it. Q has the upper hand. You can actually tell that. I don't know what's going on. Like, I thought Durandal could cut anything, but in your hands, it looks like, yeah, you're getting your ass kicked at this point. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And finally, the commissioners are getting the upper hand. Joker has landed a devastating scythe attack right through the chest of Exley. O has landed a victorious blow in his Samurai-S style showdown with Saturn, resulting in both priests taking this chance to escape. All the meanwhile, it shows that Mira was easily able to dispatch Park Min with the sidekick, thus ending the first round of Nationals. My God, that was a fucking roller coaster ride. And the aftermath is, it's pretty fucking scary as we cut back to the skyscraper exploding. Yeah, the killer of Bongsa says he was gonna be the ultimate dispatcher of the commissioners, and I don't know if it was intended. He blew up, like Fist of the North Star blow up, like head blew up into a goddamn bomb. Like, holy shit, took out the entire floor of the top of the penthouse of the fucking skyscraper type shit. Like, what the fuck? I don't think that was intentional. I thought he was gonna like try to fight them. Did he literally just blow himself up? I don't know, but that fucking giant mutated head with a weird fucking smirk right in the middle, I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably my head's gonna be blocking it once I put it in the video, but Jesus Christ, that was creepy. What's even more curious is how exactly did Q get attacked? Like, how does NOX know this secret information of where the, commissioners actually live? We see, Mugen and the blue-haired one, I forget, what her name is, going over like, hey, commissioners just got their, just gotten some deep shit with some NOX. What the fuck are we gonna do about it? Oh, by the way, here's a report. Grandpa Taejin, yeah, he's losing an arm and maybe dead. Like, what? You're just gonna fucking leave me with that and then go on to the next round of the fucking nationals? Oh god. So yeah, we go on to the next round and we got the teal-haired dude again, and he's creepy as fuck. He's on, Jesus Christ, Jungsung Namdo versus Jalya Bakdo. I apologize to anyone of Korean descent or anyone who studies it. My god, these names are fucking hard. Anyways, round one is Jigal Tak, aka teal-haired dude, versus Jun Jo-gok, who is the grandson of Jeon Jae-san, the member of the Six. And I have to say, their battle gets off to an interesting start as we see Jo-gok use like a wand to summon some kind of like spell type shit. But before we can get it off, Jigal summons a giant fucking shark and proceeds to chomp the shit out of this fucker. And then like his maid steps in and she gets chomped the fuck out of and then face stomped, and oh god, this battle is fucking cringy as shit, man. My god, this dude is a goddamn maniac. Now, of course, like us, Mira was, under the impression that seeing something like this is gonna piss Mori off. So she's there to barricade him, like, hey, do not fucking interrupt this again, because you will be kicked out and you're gonna take us with you this time. He goes, oh no, not me, but what are you gonna do about that motherfucker out there? Well, yeah, guess who's in the ring now? It's fucking Daewi. Gets a nice hit on Jigal. Jigal gets a fucking mad boner. This is like, oh, this is nice. Goes in for attack, but luckily the new announcer is there to stop them. And although he just got chomped on by a giant fucking shark, it looks like Jo-gok is not, out for the count yet. He summons a giant lightning bolt to hit Jigal, but it literally does fucking nothing. It does shit all. And after a stellar beating sends him flying, he summons another creature, this time with several rows of teeth. I don't know, is it still a shark? Is it a different kind of summon? I don't fucking know. But it cuts to black and all we hear is blood-curdling screams. Like, oh my god. Like, so we do know that death is a possibility in this series. I mean, the original announcer is out. Pretty sure the dude whose head exploded is out. Taejin might be out. I mean, all that we see of him is a fucking arm. This dude, I don't fucking know. If he lives through this, I will be fucking surprised. Now, like I say, today's episode had a lot of interesting points into it. The best way is it's setting a foundation for the actual, I wouldn't call it power scaling, but power fundamentals, especially when it comes to combat. We see that there are different levels when it comes to charyeok. We see that the commissioners have these, these limiters because their charyeok is just fucking out of control. That shit needs to be kept under wraps. I mean, what we see between the commissioners and the priests, they're at a different fucking level compared to what we see in the match between, Bakdo and Sol. Yes, we do see that two of the members have the charyeok ability, one that summons, a giant light sword, the other one that summons Thor's hammer. But if we look, I mean, if we honestly step back and look at the most interesting point is how strong our main trio is comparatively. They don't have the borrowing power, yet they're able to fight on an even playing ground and even surpass ones that have the neophyte ability of summoning. Who knows? I mean, did these characters just learn this ability recently? Like there is going to be a difference when it comes to actual, borrowing powers and maybe, the mastery of said powers, or how much you can actually borrow from said, contract E type shit. Like, let's say I hook up with Zeus. Level 1, yeah, I might get some buffed up strength and speed. Level 2, I might be getting the ability to use a lightning bolt. Like, is that how this charyeok ability is actually utilized? I'm not 100% sure. Like, I do know that there is a big difference between summoning a hammer and summoning a goddamn skyscraper-sized fucking dragon. Not to mention, is there a possibility to utilize, multiple borrowing powers? Like, can you have multiple contracts out? Like, can I have, 2 gods, a demon, and 7, legendary heroes? Like, I have no fucking clue. Like, that's why I said you see so much potential in this battle system. Like, right now, early on, they're focusing on a lot on the fights and showcasing us a lot of the action. But once they start building the lore and the world, like, that's what's getting me excited. Like, seeing the potential in this series is fucking amazing. Like, goddamn, fucking webtoons. Where the fuck have you been all my life? Tower of God, God of High School. And then I hear, is it Noblesse, a fucking vampire webtoon is coming out? Like, I got a hard on for vampires. vampires. Like vampires, like, okay, settle down. So today's episode, it was fucking amazing. Like I said, it shows this, dynamic range when it comes to these borrowing powers and like the mastery of it. Like, I want to get into it. I want to learn more about it. So hopefully they actually go into it when our main trio, who is already above like lower tier charyeok losers. Like, I know there's got to be a learning curve. Like, maybe we're not up to like the shark dude yet, but like our main trio has no fucking powers right now. Like, all this is fucking like martial arts. This is swords play. This is, taekwondo and karate. Like, once they get abilities, my God, they be fucking just devastating. Okay, so next week, I don't know. Like I said, we're just now in, started the nationals. We were just introduced to the charyeok ability and we saw it fucking showcased. We have a lot of questions left unanswered. Is this dude motherfucking dead? Is Tae-jin motherfucking dead? Am I saying it right since someone pronounced it Tae-jin? I don't know. Guys, let me know in the comments below, please, please, please. What do you think of the series so far? Were you shocked as much as I was when, Mori lost his first battle? What do you think of charyeok and its potential, like as an actual anime, power system? Like, this series, man, fucking good. It's fucking good. So with all that being said and more God of High School coming around next week, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.